Try new things, try a different method, and push yourself outside your comfort zone. It's funny because you know the things you can be doing to push yourself, yet you don't do them. You convince yourself that making these small adjustments is going to be enough, yet deep down, you know that's not true.
I got 1, 2, 24 hours to kick it, it's just me and you.
Today we're making coconut chicken adobo. First time I made chicken adobo, I wasn't too happy with the result I got and I was a bit reluctant to make it again, but I stepped outside my comfort zone, kept on attempting to make the dish, and now we have this recipe, which I'm sharing with you guys, which is just succulent braised chicken. Rich, creamy sauce, it just tastes so good, a bit tangy as well. You'll love it. So I'm always looking for ways to improve my content, my cooking, my life, and upon recent reflection, I felt as though I was staying in my comfort zone a bit too much. I think I managed to convince myself that if I just do what I'm comfortable doing for a long enough amount of time, I'll see the results I want to see, when as an actual fact, it was more so doing the opposite effect. In the back of my mind, I knew I needed to change something. I knew, like, Timmy, deep down, you need to change this one thing. But conveniently, I just wouldn't have enough time, and so as a result, it just kept me stagnant. And so I decided that if I really wanted to break out of this, I would need to do a couple things. Number one, seriously dedicate proper time to improving daily and stick to it. We all have various aspirations that we want to achieve, right? For me, it's enhancing my content and improving various aspects of it, but it could be a certain job, a certain income, even a specific type of physique. However, we all know that success doesn't come overnight. It requires a certain amount of dedication and effort. And so we hype ourselves up, right? Okay, so this week I'm gonna work on this and it's gonna be crazy. This week is gonna be so productive. Yet it doesn't last, right? After a while, it kind of fades and we're back to the same place we started at. Literally a few months ago, I told myself I'm gonna watch Skillshare videos on improving cinematography for my content. And then after a while, I just wasn't watching those videos anymore. And when I kind of looked back on it, I realized as time went on, I just prioritized and replaced that time I would have spent doing those things, doing other, less productive things. And so for me, that bad habit that I replaced it with was social media. It's easy at the start when we're motivated to say no to all these distractions and focus in on the goal. There's that quote from Atomic Habits, which is, you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. And social media was integrated into my systems. And so when I lost that motivation and I fell back on the things I usually do, social media was part of the things I usually do. So I wasn't going to make progress and just stay stagnant. And so my solution to that was just to delete TikTok off my phone. It's funny because once I deleted TikTok, I gained a bunch of empty hours in my day to fill with more useful things, but I ended up just spending time on Instagram, another social media app, and so I just deleted that as well, and now I have empty hours in my day that I can fill with doing more productive things. And if social media is your thing, one thing that held me back for the longest time was, okay, but how will this person contact me? And it's just kind of an excuse I made to myself to kind of just keep the app on my phone. Really and truly, I can just log in online every now and then and check if somebody sent me a message and respond back to it. So it's not the end of the world, you can delete it. So the take home point here is cut out parts of your life where you're wasting your most valuable currency, that being time, and replace it with 60 to 90 minutes of uninterrupted focus time to really work towards some of the things you want to achieve. Number two, don't let fear stop you from trying something new. If the only reason for you not wanting to do something is because you're thinking, but what would people think? It's non-negotiable, you have to do that thing. You can't let fear of what people think stop you from trying out a new idea. You have way more potential than you think. Don't let somebody else stop you from achieving that. Honestly, these are things I've started doing this month, and I can already feel the differences that it's making. It's probably the main reason you're seeing this video. I'm trying to work on my content more and get out more videos consistently. But I'll definitely come back and speak on the long-term benefits and if I've learned anything along the way as well, so do stick around for that. Okay, so we finished prepping our ingredients. Let's cook. Heat a large pan on medium-high heat and add coconut oil. Cook the chicken until nice and golden brown. Once complete, remove the chicken from the pan and turn the heat down to medium-low. Add your garlic and whole peppercorns and let that fry until you see a bit of browning on your garlic. Re-add your chicken to the pot and add in coconut milk, soy sauce, vinegar, sugar, bay leaves, chili, and water. Bring to a simmer and reduce the heat to low, cover the pan and allow to simmer for 1 hour. And it's worth noting you can add a bit of water if you feel like you need some. In the last 5 minutes of cooking, you can turn up the heat slightly to make the sauce thicken a bit, but don't heat it up too aggressively, because if you do that, the sauce can split and it just won't be a nice result. Taste and season if needs be, and then garnish and serve with white rice. If you're new here, hi, my name's Timmy. This channel is focused on food and personal development. If you like what you saw today, do consider subscribing to stick around and see more. That being said, I do encourage you to take a consistent step outside your comfort zone this week, maybe even today, and see the benefits it has for you down the line. I promise you, you won't regret it. And the third and final point is that once you step out your comfort zone, you kind of have to keep on doing it. You don't do it once and then throw in the towel and be like, okay, at least I tried to step out my comfort zone. You do it until that new uncomfortable zone becomes your new comfort zone. And then you keep on doing it, and that's how you kind of grow and improve. You don't do it to a certain point and stop. You have to constantly keep on doing it. Food tastes really good. It's succulent chicken. The flavor profile is really nice. One thing I really like is that we layered the coconut flavor by adding coconut oil, coconut milk. Some recipes even add coconut vinegar, which I didn't know existed, but I definitely do want to try it for next time. And as a result, you get this nice complex coconut flavor when you try the dish as a whole. It's super great, a bit spicy, a bit tangy as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. I really appreciate you watching up to this far. Peace.